Hi, Phil. Shabbat shalom.
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 Hey, Al.
Well, let's see if I can get this centered correctly.
Francis.
Hi,
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. We have a newcomer tonight.
Oh. Oh, that's fun.
This is Corey,
Hi, Corey.
and don't mind her. She's having her dinner.
Yeah.
I'm multitasking.
Julian, it's good to see you. David, good to see you.
I hear you. I hear
Oh,
you.
Sylvia,
I'm here. I saw
you're
the
there.
baby.
You don't have your video on.
I have what?
You don't have, we
Oh,
can't.
look
see
at
you.
baby there, huh? Very nice. I got.
Oh, I almost missed the opportunity to put food in your mouth.
Look at the Becca. Look at the little the baby.
This is Corey.
Boy, she loves that.
She does indeed.
Don't spit it out, baby. Eat it.
If she doesn't eat it, I'm going to come and get it.
Open up for Bubby.
Oh, she wants more. Oh, is this a Shankite? Hello, sweetie.
Say hi to Sylvia.
Hi, sweetie. She's looking around. I see you. She wants more. What
Yeah.
is it, what is it, mashed potato?
No, it's a little bit of like an applesauce with rice cereal.
Oh,
Hey. Hey.
look at the Becca.
Hey. One more bite. One more bite. Open up. Check it, check it, check it, check it. Choo choo. Here. You want any more? Or are you all done? You want any more? I don't know.
I think she's
Looking at
finished.
all the people.
Yeah,
She didn't know she was going to have an audience.
that's right. Thanks for the entertainment, Fran.
Oh, my pleasure. Unfortunately, Lauren and Christopher had a little bit of a flood in their apartment,
Oh,
so
no.
they're staying with us for a few days.
Oh, boy. Happy anniversary, right?
And today's their anniversary,
Yeah.
along with Paul and Cheryl.
Right, so they have a flood in their apartment on their anniversary.
Yeah, but fortunately, we've got plenty of room here, so
Yes.
they're staying with us for a few days.
Okay.
Hey.
Hello, Danny.
Hi, everyone.
Oh, I gotta pull up the.
My grandmom over there is not disappointed that she's got the little one with her.
Hold on, I gotta.
Hi, Fran.
Hello. I gotta.
Hello.
Oh, here we go.
Hi, Audrey. How are you?
Hi, Audrey.
So,
How was the cataract surgery?
I can see good out of the right eye. The left eye was the one that they did on Tuesday, and it's still a lot blurry. And I definitely need reading glasses because I have a hard time seeing.
Hello, Jonah.
Hi, Jonah.
Hi.
Sylvia's on.
Yes, I am. Hi there.
We can.
Won't be here tomorrow.
Yeah.
Hello, Sharon and Dennis.
Aaron and Dennis. Dennis is out of quarantine, I guess. Quarantine's over, Dennis, huh?
Yeah. You didn't hear him?
No, what did he say? I'm sorry. I didn't hear you. I'm
The
sorry.
quarantine's over.
Yes.
Hi, Mindy. Shabbat
Hi,
shalom.
Rabbi. Shabbat Shalom.
No, I don't have it in today.
I can tell.
You can go upstairs. Oh, I forgot it's Zoom. Everyone hears me. I'm just
Yeah,
sitting my wife.
It says
Well,
Jackie.
We're mostly distracted by Fran feeding her granddaughter.
And Stan.
Okay.
And Stan, yes, he was doing the dishes and now he's back.
I won't be here tomorrow.
Oh, where are you gonna be?
I have military tomorrow.
You have
Military.
military tomorrow?
I have military.
What does that mean?
Nerves for 2 weeks.
It means I have a military meeting tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Oh, ow, ow.
Hello, Nora. Hi, Bill. Hey, Saul. Hey, Paul.
Happy anniversary, Paul and
Yeah,
Cheryl.
that's right. Happy anniversary.
how many years, Paul?
4,
4 years.
only 4.
Only.
4 years, wow.
When you want the honey. Hi, Mara.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom, Mara.
That's so low.
But I think she's done.
Jerry?
Yeah, and can you?
Look at that
please?
cute baby.
Say hi. Say hi. Say Shabbat shalom.
How old is she now, Fran?
What?
How old is she now?
7 months, 8, no, I should know this. 7 months.
Kind of horror, kind of horror.
And can you watch that, please?
Uh,
Oh, not her.
Hey, Phil.
Bill, how are you?
David's in the
Two of 'em.
Hi, Howard. Hi, Marv. Hey, Carl. Gary and Stacy. Hi, Margie.
Hi, Shabbat Shalom.
You have a big crowd tonight.
We do have it. It's a nice crowd. Yes.
Yeah.
Big minion.
What is that noise?
Sometimes we can hear what's going on other people's screens.
Oh, I don't know that.
Yeah.
It's gonna be interesting.
How you doing, Al?
Still here.
Still in Korea.
Yeah, I meant to change it, but I forgot to.
Uh-huh.
Like that background.
I was gonna change it back to Poland, but I forgot to do it.
Hello. Yes, hello. I'm sorry.
Hi, Barbara.
Hi.
You silly baby. Yes, you are a silly puppy. Good girl.
Get started in a second.
You're the
Good
best
to see
dog.
everybody. And it's fun to see a 7-month-old baby joining us too, Corey.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna mute everybody. And we'll, a little bit later, Stan will regale us with Kiddush. And in the meantime, we'll start with Yedid Nefesh. So in the red, Lev Shalem, we're on page 10. In the blue, Shabbat Sim Shalom, we're on page 14. Yedid Nefesh, Av HaRachaman, Mishoch Avdach El Ritzonach, Yarutz Avdach Kemo Ayal, Yishtachaveh Mul Hadarach, Ki yerav lo yedidutach minofet suf vechol tam hadur nae ziv haolam nafshi cholat ahavatach ana el narefana la beharot la noam zivach as titchazek vetitrape vehayetalach shivchat olam vatigyemu rachamecha v'chusna al beino havach ki ze kama nichsof nichsaf lirot betiferet uzach ana eli mahmad libi vechushana ve'al titalam igalena ufros chaviv alai et sukat shelomach ta'ir eretz mikvodach nagila v'nismecha bach maher ahuv kiva moed v'choneni ki me'olam la 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 la. We're on page 11 in Lev Shalem, 15 in Sim Shalom. Lechu neranen al Adonai, nari aletzur yishenu, nekad mafanav betodah, bizmirot nari alo, nekad mafanav betodah, bizmirot nari alo. Ki agadol Adonai melech Elohim. Ki hu Eloheinu v'anachnu Arba'im shana kut bedor v'omar am to'ei levavheim ve'heim lo yadu derachai asher nishbati ve'api im yavavun el menuchati shiru ladonai shir chadash shiru ladonai kol haaretz shiru ladonai baruch shemo basru miyom leyom yeshuato sapru vagoyim kevodo bechol ha'amim nifleotav ki gadol Adonai umehulal me'od no rahu al kol Elohim ay ki kol Elohei ha'amim elilim va'adonai shamayim asa hod v'hadar lefanav oz v'tiferet b'mikdasho Havu ladonai mishpachot amim, havu ladonai kavod ba'oz, havu ladonai kevod shemo, seu mincha, uva'u lechatzrotav, hishtachavu ladonai, Behadrat Kodesh Chilu Mipanav Kol Haaretz Imru Vagoyim Adonai Malach Afti Kontevel Baal Timot Yadin Amim B'Meisharim Yismechu Hashamayim V'Tagel Haaretz Yiram Hayam Umlo Yalo Sadai Vechol Asher Bo Ayayayas Yiranenu Kolat Seyar Lifnei Adonai Kiva Lishpot Haaretz Yishpot Tevel Betzedek Be'amim Be'emunato Lalai La 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 Adonai Malach Tagel Haaretz. In Lev Shalem, we're on 15 on to 16. In Sim Shalom, we're on page 17. Yevoshu kol avdei fesa hamitalim belilim zachum yodaleta kol Elohim. Ohave Adonai sin ura shomer nafshot chasidav miyad reshaim yatzileim or zaru alat tzadik ulishrei lev simcha simchu tzadikim b'Adonai v'hodu lezecher kodsho mizmor shiru l'Adonai shir chadash ki niflaot asa Oshialo Yemino Uzero Akod Shohodia Adonai Yeshuato Le'enei Hagoyim Gilat Tzidkato Zachar Chasto Ve'emunato Leveit Israel Ra'u Cholaf Se'aretz Et Yeshuat Eloheinu Ariu Ladonai Kol Haaretz Pitzchu Veranenu Vezameru Zamru Ladonai Bechinor Vekol Zimra Bachatzotzrot Vekol Shofar Hariu Lifnei HaMelech Adonai Yiram Hayam Umlo Tevel Veyoshvei Naharot Imcha Uchaf Yachad Harim Yeranenu Lifnei Adonai Kiva Lishpot Haaretz Yishpot Tevel Betzedek Ve'amim Be'meisharim La 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 Adonai Malach Higazu Amim Yoshev Kruvim Tanud Haaretz Moshe ve'Aaron b'choanav Shmuel b'karei Shmuel K'milanai v'yanim v'nosayit alahem v'nokeim al alilotam Romemu Adonai Eloheinu v'hishachavu lahar kodsho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu v'hishachavu lahar kodsho. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu Adonai Eloheinu v'hishtachavuu lahar kodsho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu v'hishtachavuu lahar kodsho. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. If we can, we rise, page 21 in Lev Shalem, page 20 in Sim Shalom. Mizmor le David, havu l'Adonai b'nei Elim, havu l'Adonai kavod va'oz, havu l'Adonai kevod shemo, hishtachavu l'Adonai behadra kodesh, kol Adonai al hamayim, el hakavod hirim, Adonai al Mayim Rabim, Kol Adonai Ba'koaf, Kol Adonai Behadar, Kol Adonai Shover Arazim, Vayeshaber Adonai et Arzei Halvanon, Vayarkideim Kemo Egel, Levanon Vesirion, Kemo Re'emim, Kol Adonai Chotzev Lavotesh, Kol Adonai Yachil Adonai Midbar Kadesh, Kol Adonai Yacholel Ayalot, Vayechasof Yarot, Uvehechalot Kulo Omer Kavod, Kulo Omer Kavod, Adonai Lamabul Yashav, Vayeshev Adonai Melech Leolam, Adonai Os Leamo Yitain, Adonai Yevarech et Amo Vashalom. May be seated. We continue with Lecha Dodi, pages 23 to 25 in Lev Shalem, or 21 and 22 in Sim Shalom. Lecha Dodi likra kala la 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 pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likra kala la 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 pnei Shabbat nekabela. Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad, Hishmi anu el hameyuchad, Adonai echad u'shmo echad, L'shem tiferet ve'litila, Lecha Dodi likra kala la 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 pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likra kala la 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 pnei Shabbat nekabela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha, Ki hi mekor ha'baracha, merosh mikedem nesucha, sof ma'aseh b'machshavat chila, lecha dodi likra kala la 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 pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likra kala la 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 pnei Shabbat nekabela. Mikdash melech yirmelucha, kumitzei mitocha hafecha, rav lach shevet beyemek habacha, vehu yachamol alayichem la, Lecha dodi likra kala la 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 pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likra kala la 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 pnei Shabbat nekabela. Hidna ari me'afar kumi livshi bigdei tifartecha ami al yad ben Ishai beit halachmi Karva el nafshi ge'ala lecha dodi likra kala la 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 pnei Shabbat nekabela lecha dodi likra kala la 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 pnei Shabbat nekabela hitoreri Kiva orech kumiori, uri, shir daberi, kevod Adonai alayich nigla, lecha dodi likra kala la 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 la, pnei Shabbat nekabela, lecha dodi likra kala la 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 la, pnei Shabbat nekabela, lo tevoshi velo tikami, Mati shtochachi uma tehemi, bachyechesu ani ayami, venivneta ir altila, lecha dodi likra kala la 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 la, pnei Shabbat nekabela, lecha dodi likra kala la 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 la, pnei Shabbat nekabela, v'hayu limshisa, Shosayich verachaku komevalayich yasis alayich Elohayich kimsos chatan al kala lecha dodi likra kala la 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 pnei Shabbat nekabela lecha dodi likra kala la 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 pnei Shabbat nekabela Yamin usmol tifrotzi, ve'et Adonai ta'aritzi, al yad ish ben partzi, v'nismecha v'nagila, lecha dodi likra kala la 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 pnei Shabbat nekabela, lecha dodi likra kala la 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 pnei Shabbat nekabela, boi v'shalom ateret bala, gam b'simcha u'b'tzohala, toch emunei am segula, boi chala, lecha dodi likra kala la 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 pnei Shabbat nekabela, lecha dodi likra kala la 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 pnei Shabbat nekabela. May be seated. On to page 27 in Lev Shalem, 23 in Sim Shalom. Mizmor shir leyom ha-Shabbat tov lehodot l'Adonai ulezamer leshimcha elyon elyon lehagid baboker chastecha be'emunatcha baleilot alei asor v'alei navel alei higayon bechinor mizmor shir leyom ha-Shabbat tov lehodot l'Adonai ulezamer leshimcha elyon ki smachtan Adonai b'falecha b'sedecha rani kinevach Adonai kinevach leinu. Tzadik tamar yifrach ke'erez balvanon yiskeh shetulim beveit Adonai bechatzrot Eloheinu yafrichu od yenuvun beseva, deshenim verananim yiyu lehagid, ki ashar Adonai suri velo avlatabo. Adonai malach yulavesh lavesh Adonai oz hilazav tekon tevel baltim onachon kazal. Eidotecha nemnu meod leveit chanav hakodesh Adonai leorech yamim la 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 la. Mourner's Kaddish is found in Lev Shalem on page 30 or Sim Shalom, the bottom of 24. Yid Kadal, Vid Kadash, Shemei Rabbah, Ve'alma Divrach, Hirutei V'yamlich Malchutei, V'chayachon V'yomechon, V'chayei D'chol Beit Yisrael, V'agala V'zman Karivim Ru'amein, Yehei Shmei Rabbah Mevorach, Le'olam Ol Me'ol Maya, Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shemei dekudesha b'richu la'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechamata da'amiran b'alma v'imru amen Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya v'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen Oseh shalom b'mromav v'yaseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. So as we started last week, we'll turn to the back of our Sidurim for Pirkei Avot, this 6 chapters from rabbinic literature, from the Mishnah, ethical and moral precepts of the rabbis, traditional to study this on Shabbat. And instead of the sources for study that are the next few pages in either Sidur, we tend to do Pirkei Avot instead. So turn ahead in Lev Shalem to page 235 or in Sim Shalom to page 257. So we're on chapter 1, number 2 in Pirkei Avot. So last week, number 1 was listing the generations that preceded the rabbis to show the authority, how it passed down from Moses at Mount Sinai to the rabbis. And now here we have the first of the rabbis is Shimon HaTzadik, or Simon the Just, who supposedly, according to tradition, lived at the time of Alexander the Great. So that would have been the 300s BCE. So we're not sure exactly about Shimon HaTzadik and whether he actually existed or not, but that's the idea, is he's the oldest of all the earliest of all the rabbis. Shimon HaTzadik Haya Meshayarei Knesset Hagdolah. Shimon the righteous, Simon the just, was one of the last members of the Great Assembly. This was a favorite teaching of his, or Hu Haya Omer, is simply in Hebrew, he used to say, but our English translation extends that to this as a favorite teaching, which might be familiar to some. It's a song, Al Shlosha Devarim, on 3 things the world stands, right? In other words, the world exists because of these 3 things. Without one of them, without any of them, the world would fall apart. On 3 things the world stands: Al HaTorah, clearly, Ve'al HaAvodah, which means worship. Avodah in modern Hebrew means work, but in rabbinic Hebrew it means worship, the temple service. So spirituality, religious pursuits. So the world exists because of Torah, worship, ve'al gemilut chasadim. On, and the English says here, on good deeds. It's the Sim Shalom says deeds of love. It's deeds of bestowing loving kindness. Deeds that bestow loving kindness. So it's not just doing mitzvot, like putting on tefillin or coming to Shabbat services. It's more the behind the scenes activities that we do to bestow love and graciousness and compassion on other people. Kind of what our Chesed committee does, things like that. We know that people are in need. We're going to be there for people. That's Gemilut Chasadim. So those acts of compassion, worship, understanding that there is God, there is a God around us, that and we owe our existence to God, and then expressing that in some way. That's what worship is. And Torah, the underlying text that provides the reason for our existence and the story and the values, etc. That's Torah. So for those three things, for Shimon HaTzadik, if you had to find three things, those are the three things on which the world stands. Anybody have a comment or a question about that?
So,
Yes,
so
Jordan.
the Al Avodah
Yes.
doesn't mention God, but God is mentioned in the English. So is worship considered the service of on the service of God?
Well, yes, that's right. Absolutely. The worship, specifically for the rabbis, that worship is bringing the sacrifices to the temple in Jerusalem. So so you could translate avodah as temple worship. So it's the whole pageantry and everything involved in bringing the sacrifices every day, whether they're the regular sacrifices that happen or the extra sacrifices that people would be bringing, sin offerings, peace offerings, things like that. All of that makes the world go round. That's the regular worship service. So obviously, for the rabbis, that means, you're not just going through your paces to bring them. It's not just habit, but you're bringing it because you feel that God wants you to do that. You feel commanded to do that. And you feel that you're giving of yourself when you are participating in that worship service in that way.
But the
God's
service of God
there with Torah too, and God's there with Gemilut Chasadim as well. Even though it's not stated specifically, God is behind it all.
How about at this time where we're going through?
Well, those three things help us get through these times of crisis.
Right.
So without Torah, Avodah, and Gemilut Chasadim, life would be chaotic, and we would have nowhere to turn. We'd have no place for support, and we'd have no way to try to be grounded in some way, to feel like, okay, even though it's chaotic around me, we have 25 screens tonight coming together to sing and bring in Shabbat. So we have, for all these reasons, it's Gemilut Chesed that we're together. We're providing support to one another. This is Avodah, and this is based on Torah too. So it provides us the energy that we need, the positive energy, the spiritual energy that we need to get through these times of crisis, whether it's COVID, post-election, racial justice, environmental issues, you name it. These things help us through, and if we can convince more people to be involved in this, then we do our part in improving the world. Okay, let's go on. We turn back in Leiv Shalem to page 38, or in Sim Shalom to page 27. Mourners and those observing Yartzeit rise for Kaddish D'Rabbanan, this special Kaddish that mourners recite after study. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah v'yalma divrach yirutei v'yamlich malchutei b'chayachon v'yomechon v'chayei d'chol Beit Yisrael Bagalav Izman Karivim Ru Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabba Mevorach Leolam Ol Me'ol Maya. Yitbarach V'yishtabach V'yitpa'ar V'yitromam V'yitnasei. V'yithadar V'yitalev V'yitalal Shemei Dekudesha Berichu. La'ela Min Kol Birchata V'shirata. Tushbechata V'nechemata. Damiran V'yalma V'imru Amen. Al Yisrael V'al Rabbanan V'al Tamidehon V'al Kol Tamidehon V'al Kol Man De'oskin B'oraita Divyatra Hadein V'divachol Atar V'atar Yehei Lahon Ulachon Shlomo Rabba China V'chista V'rachamin V'chayin Arichin U'mezona Revicha Ufor kana min kadam avuhon divishmaya v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim tovim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'imromav u'brachamav yaseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. We all rise for Baruch Hu, page 39, in Lev Shalem 28 and Sim Shalom. Baruch Hu et Adonai Hamavorach. Baruch Adonai Hamavorach Leolam Va'ed. May be seated. Baruch et Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher b'rama v'ravim b'chokhmah potech shavim. Uma'avir yom umevi laila umavdil ben yom uvein laila Adonai tzvot shemo el chai v'kayam tamidim loch aleinu leolam va'ed baruch atah Adonai hamari v'aravim ahavat olam beit Yisrael amacha ahavta Torah u'mitzvot chukim u'mishpatim otanu limadeta al kein Adonai Eloheinu b'shochveinu v'kumeinu nasiach bechukecha v'nismach b'divrei Toratecha u'v'mitzvotecha Le'olam va'ed ki heim chayenu ve'yorech yameinu uvahem negeh yomam v'layla v'avatcha al tasir mimenu le'olamim baruch atah Adonai ohev amo Yisrael. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kavod Malchut Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavecha uv'chol nafshecha uv'chol me'odecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'ele Asher anochi metzavecha hayom alevavecha veshinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam v'shivtecha beveitecha uvelechtecha v'aderech uv'shochbecha uv'kumecha ukshartam leot al yadecha v'hayu letotafot bein einecha uchetavtam al mezuzot beitecha uvisharecha v'hayam shmo tishmo sataya shenechem esmayim. Yishamar lachem v'divrei kshatom alechem v'malatem potam v'lechem Shemaim alavetz v'moshe le'motaber yavnei shamot al-hamosasi Tam v'yayim do'atam do'atzisi l'knav l'chei le'vachem atzisi l'ritam do'atzchavim samata Mantis Gosita Komisatai, Vitam Karoshim Elohim, and Yerachem, should say it, Yetchem Elohim, Yerachem. Adonai Elohechem emet v'emunah kol zot v'kayam aleinu ki anazot zelmo. יוצא את עמו אישה מתוך המחריבות העולם האוויר בנו כזרעי ים סוף ולהם זרעים ומלכותו ברצון קיבלו עליהם משה ומרים ובני ישראל לחנו שירה בשמחה רבה ויאמרו כולם מי כמוך באלים אדוני מי כמוך נדר בקודש נורא תהילות עושה פלא מלכותך ראו בניך בוקע ים לפני משה, זה לינו ויאמרו, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד, ונאמר כי פדה אדוני את יעקב, וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו, ברוך אתה אדוני, קהל ישראל. 45 in Lev Shalem, 33 in Sim Shalom. Allow us, Adonai, our God, to sleep peacefully. Awaken us to life, O sovereign. Spread over us your canopy of peace. Restore us with your good counsel, and save us for the sake of your name. Shield us, remove from us enemies, pestilence, sword, starvation, and sorrow. Remove the evil forces that surround us. Shelter us in the shadow of your wings, for you, God, watch over and deliver us, and you, God, are sovereign, merciful, and compassionate. Ensure our going and coming for life and peace now and forever. May you spread over us your canopy of peace. Baruch atah Adonai, who spreads the canopy of peace over us, over all the people of Israel, and over Jerusalem. Ushmor tzeiteinu voeinu, lechaim u'leshalom me'ata v'ad olam, ufros aleinu sukat shalomecha, baruch atah Adonai, hapores sukat shalom aleinu v'al kol amo Yisrael, ve'al Yerushalayim. We rise if we can for Vishamru. Vishameru v'nei Yisrael et HaShabbat la'asod et HaShabbat ledorotam berit olam beini uvein b'nei Yisrael oti le'olam ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai et hashamayim v'et haaretz uvayom hashvi shavat vayinafash yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah v'yalma divrach hirutei v'yamlich malchutei b'chayechon v'yomechon uv'chaye derchol beit Yisrael bagala bagala uv'zman kariv v'yimeru amen yeshmei rabba mevorach le'olam lo me'omaya yitbarach v'ishtabach v'par v'tromam v'itnasei v'hadar v'talev v'talal shemei dekudasha berichu le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata tamiran be'alma v'meru amen. We read the Amidah silently in Lev Shalem, pages 47 to 52. In Sim Shalom, we read pages 35 to 38. As we conclude our private prayers, we continue page 53 in Lev Shalem, 47 in Sim Shalom. Vayechulu Hashemayim va'aretz ochot tzva'am vayechal Elohim bayom hashvi'i melachto asher asa vayishpot bayom hashvi'i mikol melachto asher asa vayevarech Elohim et yom hashvi'i vayekadesh oto ki vo shavan mikol melachto asher bara Elohim la'asot. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei avoteinu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzchak v'Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el HaGadol, HaGibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Konei Shamayim v'Aretz, Magen Avot Bidvaro, Mechaye Metim B'Mamaro, Ha'el HaKadosh She'en Kamohu, Hameniach Le'amo, B'Yom Shabbat Kodsho, Kivam ratza lehaniach lahem, Kivam ratza lehaniach lahem, Lefanav navod b'yira v'fachad, V'nodeh lishmo b'chol yom tamid, Me'on habrachot, El hahodaot, Adon hashalom, Mekadesh HaShabbat U'Mevarech Shevi U'Meiniach B'Kedusha Le'amedu Shnei Oneg Zecher L'Maaseh V'Reishit Eloheinu v'Elohei Avoteinu Ritzei V'Mnuchatenu Kadshenu B'Mitzvotecha V'Tein Chelkenu B'Toratecha Sabenu mituvecha v'samchenu b'shuatecha v'taher libenu l'avdecha be'emet v'hanchilenu Adonai Eloheinu b'yava v'ratzon shebakodshecha v'yanuchu v'Yisrael mekadeshei shemecha Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh haShabbat yitkadav v'yikadash shemei rabbah v'yalma divrach chirutei v'yamlich malchutei v'chayachonu v'yamechonu v'chayei l'chol beit Yisrael Hagalavisman Karivim Eru, Amen. Yehi Shmei Rabba Mevorach, Leolam Lo Meomaya Yiba, Yibarach Vishabach, Vipar Vitruman Vitnase, Vithadar Vitale Vitalal Shmei Dekudesha Berichu, Leilam Iko Birchata Veshirata, Tushbachata Venechamata, Damiran Bialma Vimeru, Amen. Tika Beltzlahan Vadhon Decho Yisrael Kadama Vahon Divishmai Vimaru, Amen. Yehi Shlom Rabba Min Shemai V'chaim Aleinu V'Ko Yisrael Vimaru, Amen. Oseh Shalom B'Rama Fuyaseh Shalom Aleinu V'Ko Yisrael Vimaru, Amen. Stanley, are you ready? Unmute yourself, and Kiddush is found on page 55 in Lev Shalem 49 in Sim Shalom. Got to unmute yourself, Stanley. Unmute. There you go.
Can you hear me?
Yes, now we can.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvosav v'rotzav banu v'shabas kodsho b'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu Zikaron lemaseh bereshis Kihu yom techila lemikroe kodesh Zecher letzias mitzroyim Kivanu v'charta V'yosanu kidash tamikohamim V'shabas kodshecha Yahava Uvratzon hinchaltonu. Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh hashabbos.
Amen. It was worth the wait, Stanley. Thank you very much. Yasher koach.
Thank you, Rabbi.
We continue with Aleinu, 56 in Lev Shalem, 51 in Sim Shalom. Aleinu l'shabeach ladon hakol ate gedula leotzer breshit shelo asanu kegoyei aratzot velo samanu kemishpachot adama shelo sam chelkenu kahem vegor aleinu kechol hamonam banachnu korim ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא שהוא נוטה שמיים אצל הארץ בשעה גבוה בשמיים על כן נקווה לך אלוהים לכבוד שמך יקרתנו כי המלכות שלך היא עולם מעטים לך בכבוד, ככתוב בתורתך, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד, ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו Shemo Echad. Mourners Kaddish, Yitgadal v'Yitkadash Shemei Rabbah, Ve'alma Divrach Hirutei v'Yamlich Malchutei, V'chayerchonu v'Yomeichonu v'chayedachol Beit Yisrael, B'agala v'Zman Karivim Ru Amen, Yehei Shmei Rabbah Mevorach Le'olamo Me'olmaya, Yitbarach v'Yishtabach v'Yitpa'ar v'Yitromam v'Yitnaseh v'Yithadar v'Yitaleh v'Yitalal Shemei Dekudesha Berichu La'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechamata da'amiran be'alma v'imru amen Yehei Shlama Rabba min Shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen Oseh shalom b'imromav v'yaseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Couple of announcements before we conclude the service with Yigdal. Tomorrow morning, our service, as usual, is at 9:30. And there's junior congregation tomorrow as well. That's a separate link for kids in our religious school and their families. So that's at 11:30. And tomorrow evening, Shabbat's over at 5:36. So we'll have our evening service and Havdalah at 5:40 tomorrow evening. Sunday, we have the full slate religious school classes. We have a Minyan at 8:45 and adult education classes, Talmud and prayer book Hebrew classes. This coming week, we have a sisterhood program on Wednesday evening at 8 o'clock. So Minyan Wednesday night is at 7:30 as usual, and then 8 o'clock at a different link is this sisterhood program, which is being led by Marlene and Andy Sandberg's son-in-law, Yosef Hertzmark, from growing the grains to putting the loaf on the table. So Miriam Ito had sent out more information about it with some nice pictures on the listserv. So just be aware of that program this coming Wednesday at 8 o'clock in the evening. Also, if you want to participate in our Thanksgiving service, a few people have already signed up, but there's room for more. If you're interested in participating either by sharing a prayer that you compose, you play a musical instrument and want to play an appropriate Thanksgiving themed gratitude, joy kind of song, or you want to sing a song, let me know. I'd like to know by Monday so I can put the program together in time for the following Tuesday, November 24th at 7:30 will be our Thanksgiving service.
Rabbi, Jackie said next Wednesday, kids are welcome too.
Okay, very good.
It's a free event.
Yes. Yes, that's what we're trying to do. Make sure that all our events are free, except for those comedy nights. Every now and then we have something that there is a cost, but it helps the shul. But we're trying to do other things. Well, the Maker and Baker event, for example, there's a fee for that because of the company that you're using and the material that you're getting for that on Sunday, November 22nd. But otherwise, we're trying to do things for free that are still quality. Yigdal, page 62 in Lev Shalem, 53 in Sim Shalom. Yigdal Elohim Chai ve'yishtabach nimtza v'yenei tel metziuto echad v'yen yachid ke'yichudo ne'lam v'gam ein sof le'achduto ein lo demut haguf ve'eino guf lo na'aroch elav kedushato kadmon lechol davar asher nivra rishon v'yein reshit lereshito hino adon olam v'chol notzar yoreg gedulato u'malchuto shefan nevuato netano el anshe segulato v'tifarto lo kam beYisrael kemo she'od Naviu ma'abit et emunato Torah menatan le'amoel al yad nevi'o neman beito lo yachalifael ve'lo yamir dato le'olamim lezulato sofer v'yodea setarenu mabit l'sof davar bekadmato Gomer leish chesed kemifalo noten lerasha ra kerishato yishlach leketz yamin meshichenu liftod mechake ketz yeshuato metim yachayel berov chasto baruch hadei shem tehilato metim yachayel berov chasto Baruch Hadei Ad Shem Tehilato. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Yasher Koach again to Stanley for leading us in Kiddush. You'll notice in the chat that one of the people attending the service this evening is Ralph Shapiro's daughter, Debbie. Ralph's first yard site was this past week, and so we continue to remember Ralph, and we remember him fondly, and hope that Debbie and her brother David continue to be comforted by his memory.
Thank you,
Also,
Rabbi.
yes, Debbie.
Thank you, Rabbi.
You're welcome. You're welcome, Debbie. Also, just as Margie was on the other night, Margie Eiserreich, her aunt, 101-year-old aunt, passed away this past week, and our condolences to her and to the family on her loss. And also, what other milestone events? I think other than that, it's good to see everybody, and Shabbat Shalom all.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Everyone.
Shabbat Shalom, congregation.
Shabbat
Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom.
Bye, Mrs. Bank.
Shabbat Shalom, Delanskis.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom, Mark. Shabbat Shalom, everybody. It's good to see you all. Have a good night. Stay
Shabbat
safe.
Shalom.